Clerith.
You
Okay.
are useless robot.
So supposedly Craig is with us and recording.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So are we
Good to go?
ready?
Mhm.
Ready? Okay.
Oh, I was born ready for this. You know that already.
Very nice. So, hello and welcome to my channel. This is Mor Yuri Amour, as always, and we are once again talking about the LTD, that's the love triangle debate, where we answer the question, who is the best girl, Aerith or Tifa? Now, this is part 3 of a podcast where we are basically discussing the LTD, but we have with us Alfred and Gloria. We have Gloria, who is more on the Cloud Tifa side of things, and Alfred, who's on the Cloud and Aerith side of things. And where we left off last time was actually we were discussing Advent Children, and we had started talking about what Advent Children was about to us. So I'm just going to continue. I'm just going to put out some questions to both of you about Advent Children, and we'll continue from there, if that sounds good.
Yep.
So, let's take a look here. So, can we talk a little bit about Cloud and Tifa? Now, I believe, Gloria, that you already discussed what you feel is going on with Cloud and Tifa. According to you, they're living together, they're a family, they're raising children. But, Alfred, I wanted to know, how do you see Cloud and Tifa's relationship in Advent Children?
There is no relationship. They are just simply friends. Two friends living in the same house, same roof. You know, and arrangement of for convenience only. That's how I see that.
Okay.
I know Goya will obviously disagree with me there, but that is how I see everything in
Yeah, no.
Advent Children.
I have
And
a
I watch
problem with
Advent Children.
for a few reasons.
I have watched Advent Children like 20 times. Yeah, 20 times at least. And
20 or 30.
Did you say 20, Alfred? 20 times?
well, yeah, 20, 30, 40. Sometimes I don't count, but yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so what do you have anything to say about that, Gloria?
Yes, I do not agree with this family of friends, which is a common trope amongst the Clerics. Number one, if Cloud's heart was elsewhere, him being with Tifa in the same house, raising a family, is selfish because he's essentially stopping Tifa from finding someone who will love her first, not as a consolation because, you know, the girl he really wanted is dead. So people are going to naturally assume these two young couple with the kids are together. It's normal. They're going to go, oh, they're shacked up together and raising kids, but, you know, they're just like, that's a rare exception. So, number one, no, Cloud's not going to do that to Tifa. If he doesn't love her, he's going to let her go so she can move on and find someone who will love her. And number two, okay, how you, like, your normal assumption with a couple, two people and two kids would be family unit, parents are in love, having sex, yada, yada, yada. The kids are...
There is no sex. There is no sex at all. You are making
Brain
assumptions.
surgeon to work out what they're doing. I mean, like I said, there are these little small exceptions to the rule, but the rule is a family, man and woman, and kid, the same house, as a family. There's more going on than just friendship. I think it's naive and a reach at best. And bringing
there's no reach. Look, you say that you no hear me out. You say that Cloud is just leading Tifa on, but Tifa is the one who wants to be with Cloud. Cloud is like, Cloud could be like, oh, I don't like you. I always say I don't like you, but hey, if you want me to stay here, if you want me to continue to live with you and don't have to pay rent, any guy would just say, yeah, sure, no worry, that's a good deal. That's a very good deal, yeah. Just
that makes
like a good deal, like a good price. Good.
That would make Cloud an asshole.
Good Sawyer. It's a good Sawyer. chicken rice deal downstairs, for $5.95. I will take that any day. I'm a guy
Yeah,
as well. Guy like a good deal.
that would call Cloud's character into question for me, because if a guy knows a girl's in love with him and he
Carl is a
doesn't,
guy at the end of the day. Carl is a
yeah,
man at
he
the end of the
knows.
day. If it's there
So
for
he's
free,
just
he will take
using
it.
Tifa. No, I don't know. I don't like this habit Clerith have of like portraying Cloud as this liar, this douchebag, this deadbeat, all to fit into their ship. Like, he's not going to use Tifa like that. If he's aware of Tifa's feelings and he doesn't share them, then a guy with class and a conscience would move out so she can find someone who will love her. That's just the way it is. Cloud's not going to just go, oh, free meal, free rent, free, whatever, a free sex, and take advantage of Tifa. I don't think so, no. And I mean, Najima talks about Tifa and Cloud in the context of love and marriage. He states that in the Advent Children Ultimania. So
why does Tifa have to ask? I remember reading this one line. Why does Tifa have to ask Cloud, "Do you love me?" It just means that maybe she just have all these things in her mind, all her own mind. That
I mean,
Cloud is like, no, I don't love you. I love Aaron.
he was
But you
asleep,
want me to stay
actually.
here? No problem at all. You stay here,
that's
free food, free rent. And I don't say any sex, but hey, you put in there free sex. Oh, sure, no worries. I'll take it as well. Free meal. No man will refuse a free meal.
So
Especially,
you're
yeah.
making Cloud an ass again. That was from Case of Tifa. And that was prior to
Case
Advent.
of Tifa. Oh, no wonder I have not read the full thing. Anything to do with Tifa, no good.
Tifa. At the beginning, Cloud essentially says he's going to be there for her, make her smile, and he wants to, yeah. And then he goes, it's a little bit different this time because I have you. And she's like, well, you've always had me. And Cloud responds, no, this time it's different. So they were always friends.
Yeah, this time it's different because, you have me, but I have Aerith in the live stream. That's why it's different.
No,
that's how I see it.
Zach has Aerith in the live stream. They made a point of highlighting that because Aerith only one time appears without Zach. So, the times where Cloud is when he dies and he goes to the live stream and they send him back, she's with Zach. And then at the end, she moves back into the live stream, Zach's there. So they're making a point of saying Aerith is in the live stream with Zach. I'm quite happy.
Oh, no. She in the live stream and she's waiting for Cloud to come back to her. Yeah. But she knows that Cloud...
He's just going to move aside?
Zach is there because Zach is there. I don't know why Zach wants to hang around there. It's a sea urchin wants to stay there, or maybe because it's fun. Who knows? He must be lonely in there. No friend. He can stay there forever, It's just because he there doesn't necessarily mean that he and Aerith have any relationship whatsoever. That is not the canon couple. That Chaos is the canon couple. So Aerith's like, oh, Carl is not ready to go live yet. So send him back. No problem. I don't need you here yet. Not your time. Sorry, not your time. I don't need you here, but not your time yet. So I can't control when you should not die. So that's the position. That is what I see from watching Advent Children.
Okay, well, Cloud at no time says to Aerith he's in love with her and he's heartbroken and he can't live without her. When she appears to him before he's going to the Forgotten City, he admits that he let her die and that he wants forgiveness, and she's like, you don't. Basically, she was like, no, you came, that's fine. So he said, more than anything, I want to be forgiven, Cloud. So it's not like that's guilt. There's a long stretch from guilt to love. He doesn't mention love. There's nothing about love. It's about redemption. He wants to, like, he must
you don't
shouldering
you
a lot
again,
of.
You see,
No.
Cloti. Again, this is another typical Cloti argument. Typical Cloti trait. Everything
Because
must be spelled
that's
out in black
the
and
actual
white.
dialogue
Must
in
say
the movie.
you must have to say I love you. Just all you have to do that particular thing. Look at Aerith's eyes. Look at Cloud's sad mopey face. He misses so much. Oh, don't have to say the words. They understand each other without actually have to talk to each other. They can read each other mind. Lovers sometimes have this trait. They can read each other mind and they say, "Oh, I miss you, but I really, I no, I feel guilt, but I really love you. I miss you. I want to be with you." That's how we clearly see that scene play out.
No, again, you have to take them at face value. If Cloud's saying, "I want to be forgiven more than anything," like he's a character written by human. He's not real, so you don't assume he means something else. He's saying something. Take it at face value. I let you die. I want to be forgiven more than anything. More than anything. That's his top priority. He wants forgiveness, not he wants to bang Aerith in the live stream. He's got like goddess Tifa back at seventh heaven for that. I'm sorry.
Oh, that is your subjective view. If it were me, I would never even touch Tifa with a 5-foot pole. Not
Okay.
even my broomstick here. My broomstick 30 centimeters. I don't even want to use that one to touch Tifa. It's just no. You see, that is your subjective opinion there.
No, that's the actual.
But, it's not.
Banging them.
Well, I have another theory as well. You see, maybe because Carl don't want to express his full opinion because that sea urchin, that guy standing right there. It's a bit awkward. Awkward to say, "Oh, I miss you. I want to have sex with you," but there's another guy standing right there. So maybe say, "Oh, we talk about the guilt. Yeah, the guilt. I feel guilty." But in my, in my, he say, "Oh, I really want to be with you, So I love you, I miss you." That is how we see it, You don't need to say out loud or say it, and for
Alfred,
us, Clerith, although
Alfred, we're not talking about theory.
Yes,
we're talking about facts. Like theories are no. We're talking about the actual facts of the game. So,
I talk about facts too, It's
No, theory that Cloud was actually meaning "I love you" when he said "I want to be forgiven" is that's a stretch.
Typical Claire, Cloti talkie. Let me get you go to come pull out your magazine and start talking about a magazine about attitude again. Let me get. Is that what you're gonna do? Is that what you're gonna do?
Ultimania, not magazine, but I mean it is a magazine, but it's called the Ultimania. They're canon to Advent Children.
And the original. Sure, yeah. My magazine on the table right here. I call this magazine here. Right here. I got one magazine right here.
Alfred's theories.
This is not theory. This is the reality that you Cloti just refuse to see, to acknowledge, to accept. That is what it is.
You said it was a theory at the beginning.
What is this theory? I don't even know what you talk about theory. What theory?
This is my theory. And then you're going to say how he loved her, but he really
Peter Pan theory. Is that what you talk about?
Okay, moderator, it's going nowhere.
Okay,
I think we've nowhere.
Yes,
Gloria today is even more delusional than yesterday. I don't know why.
I'm not delusional. I'm just quoting about him.
Well, I just have to say this. Last night after our recording session, I say to myself, Gloria, she does sound intelligent. She knows a lot about all her magazine quotes. And I think to myself, Alfred, is she saying the right thing? Have you been living an idiot and delusional life for the last 25 years? I feel my stomach feels too painful. As though, maybe I was wrong. Maybe Gloria said all the right thing. So I call out to my Facebook friend Alexandria, and she say, Alfred, don't stop being such a pussy man. You must be faithful to the Clerith. And then she showed me all these photos of Cloud and Aerith on the train poster look at each other so laughingly. And then she showed me all the photo of all the Cloud and Aerith poster put next to each other on the Japanese 7-Eleven store, And then I go, yeah, that means that they canon. But no, but then she showed me something she showed me something that was, oh my god, blow my mind out of the universe. It's like she showed me a picture of Nojima. Yeah, you see people talking about Nojima. So I look up this Nojima guy. He actually writes the Final Fantasy. I did not know that. He actually writes the Final Fantasy. And then he did an interview, and oh my god, you see in the background Cloud and Aerith, two portraits together. And I said, that's it. Nojima support Cloud and Aerith. It is Clerith canon confirmed. That's it. Close, finish the job, shut the door, dim sum restaurant, close down. That's it's all done. All done to me. Okay. I am now committed to Clerith 100%. Okay, Nojima is Nojima support Clerith. Nojima is our Clerith father. Yeah, that's how I see it.
Yeah. Yes. So I
can I just respond to that?
Yeah. Oh, sure, of course. Please, Gloria.
That I know that photo. That's a very common argument that Clerith use of Nojima. And the two remake photos of Cloud and Aerith, like they're not like in the one photo, they're individuals just sitting next to each other, which is.
But they stare at each other with beautiful laughing eyes. You can see the direction of their eyes. And the angle that they're looking at each other, that is confirmed canon right there. I don't need to look at anything else.
That's weird that you would just take some random placement, but whatever. But during that interview with Nojima is when he confirms Tifa is the heroine. So it's kind of ironic that they use that photo as proof of Clerith when Nojima is sitting there talking about Tifa being the heroine of Final Fantasy VII. So okay, sure. I'd rather get my from the canon material, but hey, if you want to talk about how you arrange a poster, sure.
That is just simply Nojima trolling you, Cloti. He put the two portraits at the back of him intentionally, and then Nojima talk about Tifa. That will
the angle. If you see the bigger picture, there's also Barrett and Tifa photos lined up too. It's just the angle that the photo was taken.
Does that mean that Barrett and Tifa are also a canon couple? Oh, that's a very interesting theory.
They're just very interesting theory. Placed out by whoever.
Oh, Gloria, you give me good idea for my new website. I can maybe have to support a new ship Tifa as well.
I honestly don't want you to
interesting. Oh,
if we're going to go by placement of like, have you seen the latest photos coming out of Tifa and Cloud in the mobile game?
What mobile game? I only have a Nokia 2350, not even a smartphone. I don't know if I can play any mobile game like this.
Okay, well, it was just announced. What V is what they call it. It's World of the help me out here, someone. It's escaped my mind. What is it called?
We could look it up. I know, like you said, the initials are.
Oh no, I know it's on the tip of my tongue. I'm having a friggin'. Well, anyway, it's a collab, and they've released it recently, within the last few weeks. And Cloud and Tifa.
Are you talking about?
Released
Are you talking about the Flappy Bird game a long time ago? That's a funny game. That one. You talking about that game, Flappy Bird? The bird, the Flappy. You talking about that one? No.
What?
No.
No. War of the Visions. War of the Visions. I knew it was on the tip of my tongue. It's a new mobile game just released, and I mean, this is ridiculous because I don't take this as gospel. Just how they're positioned in posters as meaning anything, but Tifa and Cloud were released together, and all the posters of them are together, and then Aerith and Barrett
does not mean anything. That does not prove anything.
Yeah.
Unless
No,
that poster has no.
it doesn't prove it. But I'm just saying that you can argue the same. If you're going to talk about how posters are placed, well, it's sort of random. So some of them you will see Tifa and Cloud near each other and Air. I think it's ridiculous. But War of the Visions have purposely released banners with Tifa and Cloud like overlapping each other. So either she's in front of or he's, but they're you. So I'm not saying that's proof of canon. I'm just saying that it goes both ways. It's ridiculous to say how a poster is set out in some cafe or whatever is proof of anything. It's just featuring the characters, and that's how it sometimes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Can we not talk poster placement, moderator?
Moderator, just one. If you could just give me one more, I just want to say one small little thing. Small little thing that I accept Gloria say, just because they put two people together in a poster or promotional thing in a supermarket store may not be 100% proof of canon. But this world of whatever game you just talk about, a mobile phone game, I don't know, Flappy Bird game, whatever.
War of the Vision.
They might put, War of Vision, whatever. So it didn't put they put the Cloud and the Tifa usually together. Was Nojima in front of them?
Yeah, no.
No. It's not Nojima. So Nojima not in front of them. That means they're not canon. The simple as that. That's all I have to say. That's it. We can move on to the next one.
Okay, right. But Nojima had a part in the creating. Never mind. Yeah, let's move on, moderator.
Okay, I did want to just just talk a little bit about something that I believe you said, Alfred. If I understand correctly, were you saying that last night after our podcast you were having doubts or rethinking things? Did I understand that correctly?
There was two, yeah. Gloria come out and she say a lot of things. She sounds very intelligent. I'll give her that. She's very knowledgeable, know a lot about all the code in her magazine, and then say a lot of that makes sense. So, but I understand now after speaking to my friend Alexandra on Facebook that she told me, Alfred, you have to be stronger man. You can't be a pussy man. You have to stand up to the baseless Cloti propaganda. Don't listen to the propaganda. And then it comes and I understand that she says, look, Alfred, the only way you can make sure that you are stay true to the path of Clerith is like the Donald Trump supporter. They are all full new, full lie. You just focus on all the supporting material, and the rest is just false allegation, life theories, basis theories, like the theory of the jink being the beautiful, they still silly thing like that, And also I want to say this. This morning, when I go downstairs for my breakfast coffee, I actually do experiment. I try. I hold after I get my coffee. I hold up the coffee and I told the girl, "Oh, beautiful." And and she looked at me and she said to me, "Is there something wrong with you, Alfred?" And then she give me this look and she say, "Look, you please step aside. Your order finished. You're holding up the line." And then I feel like an idiot. So I not prove the point. The Cloti.
Alfred, she thought you were coming on to her. She made her very uncomfortable. I would recommend not doing that again then.
Or maybe it's because I'm not as beautiful as Cloud. I look more like a potato face. So that's probably the reason why. If I had
Alfred, you just proved the point that Cloud was flirting with Tifa, right there.
No. There's no flirtation. She did not say that. Oh, I have some feeling for you, Alfred. She don't even know my name. Or she look at me, she say, "Oh, this man is crazy. I might have to go talk to the doctor and tell him, go to hospital, go to mental ward. He a crazy man. He is a crazy man,
Move on her. Made her uncomfortable.
Exactly. So if anybody in Cloud, anybody in Cloud position to hold up a cup and say beautiful, and the other person would be
They'll either be
absolutely,
really uncomfortable
don't
or
know
they'll be
what is
flattered.
going on. No, know what is going on. So maybe Tifa, she's delusional. She think, oh,
I
he said beautiful. That means I'm beautiful. Oh, I blush. I go away.
Well,
So
he
maybe
looked
Tifa
at her.
delusional, just like the rest of you, Cloti.
Moderator, this is ridiculous. Can we move on?
Sure, but I do appreciate you sharing that, Alfred. But I do think we
I
can
don't
move
want to
on.
really know
But
about
just
Alfred coming on to random people.
yeah, well, I do understand your point, Gloria. Sometimes we are
I'm
slightly.
not coming on to anyone. I just do experimentation for the Final Fantasy theory.
Proved me right,
Experiment.
Alfred.
I don't I don't
You
even ask
proved
for
it
any money to do
outright.
this. Yeah,
You
maybe
might
it's
want
because I don't have a
to
job or girlfriend and I don't have anything else to do with my time. But that's beside the point. The point is I try to do all the experimentation for this station. That's it.
just because it didn't have the same effect doesn't mean that the whole premise was different. Like maybe if you looked like Cloud and you were as smooth as him, she might have given you her phone number. But
Look,
I wouldn't recommend doing it to anyone else.
I will,
Like,
I will accept that point that I'm not as beautiful as Cloud. So Eris is
well,
so
not
beautiful,
many
she's not
people
going to
are.
accept anyone less than so beautiful as Cloud. So yeah, I accept that point. I look like a potato face, maybe scare her off instead. But yeah,
But
anyhow.
those little anecdotes about Alfred's life, I kind of want to not talk about. I don't care.
I would say that sometimes we're going in some different directions. So I understand what you're communicating there, Gloria. Duly noted. Just a final note before we get back to Advent Children, because I know you've mentioned a couple of times your this website that you're working on, Alfred. Do you have a name yet for that website, if I may ask?
Oh, there's so many names. I have a whole list right down on my table right here. It's so big that my little table can't fit all the names that I have. So but after speaking to my friend on Facebook, I have come down to a few names which I like, and I think maybe at the end I'll run it by you, and you tell me which one's the best one for us. Do you think that a good idea, moderator?
I would be open to that. I don't know what Gloria thinks, but I would. I'd be happy to give you my
I,
feedback.
I
Oh,
would I would
oh,
advise
Gloria,
you
don't worry
to
about her. Whatever she say, whatever we do, she always say, "Oh no, cause this is delusional. These are idiot clown." So
I would
don't worry
recommend
about her. We can't.
only using
Well, sure, but
canon material, not like posters and how some random dude at like 7-Eleven put them out on the shelf. Yeah, I would recommend you only use actual material from the games and compilations, Alfred. I wouldn't. That's just me. I wouldn't be taking this Facebook friends advice on posters and whatnot.
It's not just a
Save
Facebook friend.
yourself from this severe embarrassment.
I also take the advice from all the people who write a story of love Clerith on Tumblr as well. So it's not just our Facebook friends.
Let's just
My
one.
knowledge is very my knowledge sources are very wide. I stick to the main Clerith pages. So yeah, very wide, very knowledgeable. Yeah.
If you go to the live stream, it's not skewered towards one ship. It's just knowledge on the entire game.
Oh, the
Unbiased.
live stream write so many
Read the
articles,
Ultimania
so many
yourself.
pages.
It's
Who
all
has
about,
the
that's
time
what
to
I
read
literally
all
do
that
is
stuff?
translate the Ultimanians.
Too many stuff.
Okay.
There's too much work. Although I don't have a job right now, I'm unemployed. Still too much work for me.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
okay. Yes. Good luck on your job search, Alfred. But
Thank you.
yes, no problem. So getting back to Advent Children, if we may. So we did talk about Cloud and Tifa and what we think is happening with them. I think yesterday Gloria did talk a little bit about their living arrangements, because that's a topic of debate, I suppose. So first of all, do we agree that apparently Barrett is living with them? Are we both in agreement with that?
He doesn't. He
And if so,
stays there
mhm.
for a little bit. It's not like I mean, in Advent Children, he's not there, but in the case of Tifa and the novellas written by Nojima, he is there in the beginning, and then he moves off to find other resources, natural resources, so you make money off oil or something.
I had not read the novel. All I see is the Advent Children, and Barrett doesn't even appear for more than 10 minutes in the movie. So no, I don't believe he lived there with them. So yeah,
no. Well,
that's how I see it.
According to the Ultimanias, he's there sort of sporadically, but him coming into the house doesn't change the dynamics between Cloud and Tifa. Like, you don't all of a sudden be something different just because you've got a guest or a person who's staying for a short, like, that's like, people will say on Clerith's side will say, oh, they're family friends because Barrett lives there. And no, it doesn't change just because you've got someone staying in the guest room. I mean, if you talk about
that is a point which I somewhat agree with Gloria. I don't think that Barry actually stay in the house with them. That room is not a guest room. That room is Cloud's room. You know, Cloud and Tifa don't sleep together. You see, why would he want to sleep with her? He does not love her. You know, that is Tifa room upstairs, and Cloud room is where everybody think that Barrett lives. I don't think that Barrett lives in the house at all. Do you see his fishnet shirt in their wardrobe? No, so he don't. You know, he no living there. You know, so
well, they don't go into detail about whose bed belongs to who. Could be a spare room. Could be it was Cloud's room, and you don't know. Also, Japanese culture is a lot different from, say, the West. And I have heard a lot of people from Japan and parts of Asia say it's very common for married couples to sleep in their own beds. I can't speak personally on that, but I don't know because I don't know. It's like common in the West that unless you hate it, that you're going to share a bed.
I think Gloria, no offense to you, Gloria, but I think when it comes to talk about Eastern Asian culture, I think Alfred is a better one to talk to.
Okay, well, I'm just.
I do come from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is not Japanese, but you know it's still pretty closer to where you from. You from Australia again? Yeah. Too far. Australia too far from anything to understand anything about our culture. So I think these
in the same region.
Married couple always sleep together in Asian culture. Although I don't have a girlfriend and I've never been married before, but still I can say this that a married couple always sleep together. If you have another guy in your house, which is not common at all, even in Asian culture, he has to sleep in his own room. They don't sleep together. If a guy and a girl in the same room, we will always say, you know, they have sex. They must have affair or something like that. That's why Cloud has his own room at the bottom. Not Barrett room. Barrett not there. I don't see any fishnet shirt anywhere on the floor, anything like that. Always is the Cloud room at the bottom. Tifa sit at the top, and the kids have their own room. That's it. That's all it is. Cloud is there, you know. Sometimes you may do the sneaky stuff.
They don't talk about the sleeping arrangements between Cloud and Tifa. You only see them in Marlene and Denzel's room. They don't show Tifa's room, so you don't know if Cloud's clothes are in there or what he's left behind. You don't know. That's just the speculation. I can add that the novellas are written by Nojima, and in the case of Barrett and Sid talk in the case of Barrett. And Sid asks Barrett whether Cloud and Tifa are together. And Barrett says they are. And they talk about how Cloud's helping out the bar, and then he got his own business up and running, which is Cloud's delivery service. And they say, hang on, Cloud, yeah. One of them says, you can bet it's Tifa kicking his ass into shape. Sounds like Barrett. And Sid says, I see, in the end, it's the women who wear the pants. So that is like a context of a couple. And he actually
how convenient for you. Before you Cloti say, oh, you have to speak out his words. And now suddenly you say, oh, we have to look at context. So you just twist the argument to suit your agenda. Typical
context is, well, is somebody with someone, like two people, like if you had a girlfriend, Alfred, and someone said, is Alfred with Auntie Jenny? And you would just assume that meant you were together. It's like it's like the beautiful thing. It's not hard to understand where they're going with this. So someone says, are they together?
Yeah.
Together what?
Well,
Together in a
well,
location? No, together as in a couple. And Barrett says, yes, they are.
well,
And Andy then explains how he's helping Tiff with the bar. And then Sid says it's always the women who wear the pants in the relationship. I mean, that's common sense.
You are then reading into things that don't. You are reading into things that just simply do not exist. A little bit like Alfred, the imaginary girlfriend, that does not exist. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nojima also says that 2 years after Tifa and Cloud together, and when he's talking about Advent Children, he says he believes Tifa and Cloud are together and everybody is back where they belong. I mean, how else can you take that?
Together means back together. It means in the same spot, same time, same place, same location. That's as simple as that. Together, it's like, doesn't mean, I together with that person in the coffee shop. They together, I'm married to her, I'm in love with her. It doesn't mean anything.
Okay, this is Nojima from the Advent Children reunion files. Insider felt one thing was for sure. Cloud and Tifa would be together and everybody would be back where they belong. So the location is connected to everybody. They would be back home where they belong. That is the location. Cloud and Tifa would be together. There's no home there. It's just together. And everyone else would be back home where they belong. Home being the location. So they've separated it. Nojima said this himself. He wrote the novellas. So this is coming from the man who writes the canon compilation. He knows his own stories.
Maybe this Nojima guy, maybe not as reliable as I first thought. So yeah.
Nojima is the writer from the beginning. He wrote the On the Way to a Smile novellas. So this is his own creation. He knows what he's talking about. So he's saying they're together. He's got Sid and Barrett talking about them being together. How else can you take that?
They are together in the same place. That's it. That's all. Doesn't mean that they love. Doesn't mean that they have any romantic relationship whatsoever. It's just you just make stuff up.
Together means together as a unit. Not they're together in the same city. Because there's no mention of the location. It's just they're together. Not together at home. Where they described the rest of Avalanche. Everybody would be back home where they belonged. But Cloud and Tifa would be together. See how they're separate? They've separated the rest of Avalanche from Cloud and Tifa. Because he wanted to emphasize Cloud and Tifa are together. The rest of everyone else is where they belong. So, I mean, you can dismiss this, but this is official canon source material that I'm using for whoever wants to know someone wants to understand the story from an open mind, not a shipping preference. That's what I have to say.
Again, moderator, I don't think we're going to agree to this point.
Yes.
She say that this Nojima guy, don't think he has any authority whatsoever. But this Nojima guy, he put Cloud and Tifa together, separate Avalanche, that means they're coupled. I think Claire rightfully thinks that it's simply just telling them that in the same location, time, and space. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Okay. I made my point, but yeah.
Yes, I think you've both. We understand both of your points of view. So now I'd just like to touch on a couple of moments again from Advent Children and get your feedback on how you interpret these sorts of things. I believe that Gloria has mentioned this, and I wanted to know what you think about it, Alfred. The fact that there's a moment in Advent Children where Cloud refers to Aerith as mother. How do you interpret that?
Oh, maybe Carl is maybe not in his right state of mind. He may have misinterpreted error for his mother Gloria in that situation. But that brings up a very good point more later. Remember, and I know I may be not talking about every children strictly, but maybe if you remember in OG original game and remake, Gloria said, Carl, you should find a girl that is older than you, that is more suitable to you if it's older than you. And who is that girl? That is girl is Air. Air is older than Carl by 1 year old. Tifa is
What was it?
younger.
The mother?
Therefore,
Did you say
even
Tifa's mother?
even
Cloud's mother was saying that?
that is
So
correct
I mean,
in the original game. And
yeah, the original
in
game.
the
Yeah,
original and in remake,
yeah. Sorry, keep going.
yeah. So in the original game, he said Aerith, Aerith, no, sorry, Carl should find a girl that is older to take care of him. And then
That's
and
what's
and
Cloud's
then
mother
in remake,
says.
if you
Yeah. Doesn't say Era, just an
that
older girl.
and
But yeah, no young guy who's 21 years old wants his mother picking out his girlfriend. So no.
oh, that is not true. I don't mind if my mother picked a girlfriend for me. I don't have any girlfriend, so I
Okay, but
don't have
most
it.
guys, and I think Cloud was
Beggars
younger.
can't be chooser, So yeah,
He was 16 at the time.
yeah.
So that's even worse. No 16-year-old guy wants his mother picking his girlfriend's a wife. It's no. So yeah, Cloud's mother might have said that, but what? Yeah, no. Boys that age are going to find their own girlfriends and their own. They've got their own mind, their own heart. They don't need mummy to tell them who to marry.
It's not that.
So
Well, it's not just about that, but
yeah.
But Gloria is Carl mother, So Carl mother is no Carl the best.
No
So
16-year-old is going to listen to their mother about that. It's just not happening. So, no.
You are generalizing here
Cloud's
again.
mother's dead anyway, so it's not like she's even there to sort of pressure him into who he should be with. That was when
also a very sad point of the story. Yeah, it's so insensitive to the story. Gloria is dead. Say like that. So sad.
Okay, Alfred. That memory Cloud has is when he went back to Nibelheim, hiding from Tifa because he was ashamed he didn't make soldier. I mean,
he's hiding from Tifa because Tifa he probably
he was a
no.
He was embarrassed he didn't make soldier, so he hid from Tifa.
How do you know this? It was not in the original story. It was not in the original story. What are you talking about?
No, it was. In the live stream, Cloud admits to hiding his face from Tifa because he was embarrassed. And Tifa's like, why would you be embarrassed? But no, in remake, so in the original game, he hides himself from Tifa because he's embarrassed he's not a soldier, he's just regular infantry. I mean, if Tifa...
Hold on a minute, Gloria. Hold on a minute.
Hide. So hold on a minute,
Gloria. Yeah. Are we playing the same game? What part are you talking about? When did this occur?
That's during the live stream when Cloud admits to hiding who he was from her. And it's also in because Zach teases Cloud, calls him a weirdo. Yeah, so it's touched upon in remake, but you see Cloud believes he was a soldier at that time. So his recollection is him laying on the bed in his soldier uniform. But
hold on a minute.
I'm telling him who he should be with. He's 16 years old. He's going to pick his own girlfriend. At that point, like that's kind of cringy to suggest your mum's going to go out and choose you a girlfriend, like she would go down and buy some apples. No.
So the live stream, hold on a minute, does not make any sense. The live stream isn't the live stream where there was the ball guy sitting on the ball flying around. What's his name again?
The live stream is
the live stream is in OG the live stream is the one where the ball guy with the white mustache flying around the ball talk about and then all the planet appear. Is that not the live stream?
No, the live stream is when Cloud and Tifa fall in, when it bubbles up in Medeal, and Cloud's catatonic because he'd already fallen in from the northern crater and he washed up in Medeal. and then Cloud and Tifa again fall. And you know the scene of Tifa running with the wheelchair, and they fall into the live stream. And during the live stream is when Tifa goes into Cloud's subconscious and sort of understands all his secrets. How he kept his feelings from her, and then they navigate how he got confused and how he thought he became a soldier. So, and she put his memories back together.
Why cannot I don't remember any of this stuff. Are you making this stuff up? I don't remember this part of the game.
That was Nojima's favorite part of the original game, the live stream.
What are you talking about?
Alfred,
biggest parts of the game.
Moderator, can you tell me if this is true or not?
If he hasn't,
yes,
he doesn't
definitely
have a live stream
is.
moderator. Why are we arguing? Why are we having this debate?
So let's take a moment. First of all, Alfred, yes, I will confirm that there is indeed a live stream scene. The interpretation of it, well, again, that I'm not going to speak to, but I want us to take this time to verify some things. So I think during our first podcast, I was trying to establish what our familiarity was with the various games, etc. So again, to clarify, Alfred, have we played and completed the original game? And again, I'm asking this for our listeners because you know how they are. So just to make it clear, have we played and completed the original game?
Oh, now that you mention it, maybe this was the part where I told my DD to play for me and I have not played it.
For the love of God.
Oh, I drink too much water. Give me a break. I need to go to the toilet right now. Sorry about this.
Well, okay, take a break. That's fine. We'll wait.
He hasn't. I mean, I'm pretty sure he said he only played up to just one first podcast. So
that's something I'd like to clarify.
Why am I here?
I'd like us to make that clear because it is. Yes, sir. Oh. What? Okay. Alfred? Oh, okay. A little bit of background noise there. I don't.
Did I just go to the toilet?
I think. Alfred? I don't think he muted his phone.
Hello, I'm back.
Alfred. Alfred.
Yes. What happened? Why everybody laughing so hard? Did something funny happen?
No, Alfred.
Please mute your mic. No, before you do that again.
Just a suggestion, Alfred, moving forward. If you need to step away for a moment, it's understandable and it's fine. But if you would just in the future mute yourself, just to avoid background noises, because I think there was quite a bit of noise.
Your toilet flushed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to press the mute button? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I believe so.
So sorry. Sorry about that. I was I get nervous. You ask me about whether I play the game or not. I got a bit nervous. When I get a bit nervous, I say, "Oh, maybe I have to go to the toilet."
He only played up to disc 1 anyway. In the first podcast moderator, I think I remember him saying then he watched his brother play, and his brother was a Cloti, and his brother said he was a Cloti girl, and then it sort of skewed off on that tangent.
Yeah. So, Alfred, can you confirm this for us? How far did you get in the game? Playing it yourself, how far would you say you got in the game?
To be perfectly honest to everybody, all the boy and girl listening to the podcast, my most vivid memory was after Aerith died, and that was about it. I think I don't remember the ball guy floating around in the ball. I find it very funny.
The ball. I remember what are you talking about? The bald guy, flying around in the where?
In the live stream.
Where? I don't.
He was in the live stream.
I think he's referring to Bugenhagen. Is that who you're referring to there?
Oh, Bugenhagen. Oh, thank you, moderator. That's the one I talk about. Bugenhagen. That's the one I talk about. Yeah, him. He was in the live stream, wasn't he? No, no.
What?
No, I wouldn't say it was the live stream. No, they were up in his sort of observatory, I believe,
Yeah.
and they had
No, he's
discussions with them.
talking
Observatory.
about on
Oh no.
Nanaki's father.
I
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, that
So
wasn't the
I
live stream. Okay.
okay, so
oh
again,
That
I
was
see
before
now. I
Eric
see
died
now.
anyway, that part.
Alfred, I don't like to do this as a fellow Clerith, but I just have to. Again, my request is that if we're going to have a debate, that we come prepared. And also, I do ask for transparency. So prior to us doing the podcast, my understanding was that you had indeed played OG in its entirety. But what I'm understanding now is we can basically say disc one is a yes, disc two and three, no.
He watched
Is
his
that my
brother play it,
understanding?
but then I'm assuming he
You
Well,
hung
yes.
around for
well,
most of it.
I have to say this. Play is a very subjective opinion. Sometimes,
Have you
but
watched a playthrough?
play. Oh, I have watched it. I definitely go. I assure you, I did watch the playthrough.
Whose
But maybe the
playthrough?
playthrough, definitely that playthrough was from a Clerith. I disclose that, and maybe the playthrough is from a Clerith.
Okay, even
Maybe
from a
sometimes might
Clerith
not have all.
playing it, there are things that you can't opt out of, and the live stream is something that happens whether you choose to or not. Like there's no option to not have it happen. They fall on the live stream, and that's something that you can't skip. You got to watch it. So,
Or maybe it's because not
even
important to the story. That's why they don't put it in the video. Made video. That's probably why. Not important to the story. Therefore, not important to the Clerith relationship argument of no. That's why they
Right.
don't put in the story.
no,
I
it's
understand
not
totally
important
now.
to Clerith, no, but it's important to Cloud's arc and the entire game, because then that's when you learn that Cloud isn't a soldier. So yeah, it's pretty important that
What are you
was
talking about?
terribly
Cloud is a
young
soldier. What are you
and-
talking about? He was a soldier. What are you talking about?
No, he never
I
made
don't know what
soldier.
you're talking.
Cloud never made soldier,
What do you mean
Alfred.
he never made soldier? He was in soldier,
He
wasn't
was
he?
wearing
Yeah,
Zach's
he's in
uniform,
soldier.
and he was carrying Zach's sword. Zach gave it to him when he
That
died.
sword.
Cloud was messed up from
What
the
on
experiment.
earth are you talking about? What on earth are you talking about? You're telling me? Are you telling me that the sea urchin? He was wearing the sea urchin uniform? That
Zach
does
put the
not make
uniform on
any
him.
sense
Because
whatsoever.
Cloud's clothes were soaked in Mako. Cloud was already in a Mako coma. So Zach changed his clothes and he only had his uniform. He puts his uniform on Cloud. That's why at the end of Remake you see Cloud wearing Zach's exact uniform with the shoulder armor as well. No, he's wearing Zach's uniform. He's carrying Zach's sword. In the OG game, Cloud just takes the buster and runs off. But in Crisis Core, Zach hands him the buster and says, "Be my living legacy and live our lives, both of us." So, and then dies. So no, Cloud was never in Soldier. That comes out in the live stream. Tifa knows there was two soldiers in Nibelheim. One was Sephiroth, the other one was Zach. She remembers Cloud not being there. I'm sure she'd remember. And so that's
why did a story on Tumblr say anything about this live stream? Why did my friend on Facebook say anything about it?
They probably didn't finish disc one after disc 1 too.
No, that's not true. They all finished the whole game. They don't tell me like that.
That last stream, because that's massive. I remember. Yeah, I mean that's the like a pinnacle of the game. It's a turning point. Cloud gets his memories back. Then he's real Cloud. You don't have any options to choose anymore.
I am convinced now that this is simply another Cloti propaganda trick.
Okay.
Propaganda is not.
Moderator,
doesn't make any sense.
Moderator has already said the live stream is it's real.
Yeah, it
So
definitely
you're
there was
there.
a live stream sequence. Again, how we want to interpret it might be another question, but it definitely was in the game. And I would encourage you, Alfred, this is hopefully the last thing I'll say on this, but I would encourage you to, however you want to do it, by playing the game yourself or whatever you want to do, but reviewing perhaps the original game. It is the
Oh,
source and the entirety of it. I
Look,
will suggest that.
I am pretty sure that I remember the game 100% well.
yeah.
It's just
This
that
one is not the
maybe
entire game.
for just to make it 100% clear, full disclosure to everybody. Okay, fine. I will go tonight. I'll watch YouTube again. Just make sure my
That's
dialogue is
really
still working.
good.
But I will go back to YouTube and I'll watch the video again. You know, and and yeah, and by the way, full disclosure, I may have to step out for a little bit. I have something very exciting to tell you both. Uh, I I've been waiting for a long time now. 3 months now. I've been waiting for this delivery from the Square Enix official website. I ordered the Clerith couple doll, you know, Carl and Elle together in a
Wow.
set. I ordered from Square Enix official.
That's great,
Well,
Alfred.
it's exciting.
And
Congratulations. Are these the plushies? The plushies?
that's right, they call the party. Exactly. Thank you very much. The party. The Cloud and Air party I ordered. I wait 3 months already. And they say today, oh, Alfred, it's coming today. So I might have to send with the delivery guy. I think he said he's coming around the corner right now. When
Okay,
he come, I'll have to step away. But you could continue to talk, you know.
no
I'll
problem.
take the delivery. Yeah.
And once
Okay,
again,
okay.
I just want to remind you, if you need to step away, go ahead and hit mute right on your, if you
I
don't
will,
mind.
no problem, no problem. I will remember, no problem. I will remember like I remember
Back, Alfred,
OG, no problem at
is
all.
happening.
I'm sorry, could you say
I
that again, Gloria?
I could not hear you, Gloria. What did you say?
Are you coming back, Alfred?
Yeah, I'll come back. I will tell you all about the beautiful Cloud and Aerith
Well,
matching
please do.
Canon couple plushie from Square Enix official website. So yeah, so
You can also
Cloti
get Tifa plushie as well. You
Why-
heard that right?
why would I want to get the Tifa, the black and white panda? What do I want her for? No.
Because
I want the Aerith and
She's
the
a
Cloud.
plushie, so it's not just exclusively Aerith and Cloud plushies. You get other characters in the game.
Look, the delivery guy is here. Oh, okay, hold
Okay.
on a minute. I'll go get it now.
Okay.
Okay, okay, hold on. I'll put you on mute. Okay, I'll come back later. Hold on.
Okay, no problem.
Is he coming back at
I just have to
all?
open the door. It's just
You
2
can
steps
let-
away from my desk right now. Open the door.
Okay,
Okay.
do
Hello.
what you have to do.
Hello，哇，等到好耐啦，幾時嚟㗎？啊，嚟就等到啦。Okay. Oh, look, I have it right now
You
in
got
front of me. Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, open it up right now. I'll tell you,
Gloria's
sure.
okay. Can we have a live unboxing here? A live unboxing?
Yes, that's
Audio
what they
only.
call the young people. The young people call unboxing. I will
That's
not
what it's
unbox
called.
the. Okay, very good. Hold on a minute. Oh, beautiful. Look, I got the Air plushie. She's so beautiful. Hold on a minute. Let me get the cloud one first.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh my God.
What
They
happened?
did not. They did not send me the cloud. They sent me the Z1. Oh, what on earth going on?
Which one?
They sent me the sea urchin. They sent me the sea urchin. But this is the. Hold on a minute. There is a note from Square Enix. They say, "Oh, congratulations, you buy the Canon couple." This is ridiculous. I am so angry right now. I am shaking now. I cannot believe it. This is all wrong. Why they send me the deck, the sea urchin and the elf couple? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Maybe
There
there was some
couple
mix-up.
in Crisis Core.
I think there might have been some sort of mix-up. Hopefully you can maybe
That is
get back,
right.
get a
That
refund.
is right, moderator. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm shaking now. I'm so shake. Look at my hand, shaking right now. I have to call. I have to call Square Enix right now. I have to call Square Enix and make a complaint. Okay, hold on a minute. I'll do it right now.
Well, okay.
I'm calling them right now. Look, I call them right now. I cannot believe it. They send me the sea urchin. I don't want the sea urchin. I call them right now. Here. Oh. Sorry, Gloria. I know you don't like this stuff, but I just hold on a minute.
Make it quick, please, Alfred. Make it quick if you can.
Hello. Is this Square Enix? Hello. Yeah, my name is Alfred Young. I ordered the Clerith, the Canon Aerith and Carl couple plushie, and you gave me the wrong one. No, I ordered the right one. You gave me the wrong one. I say I want Carl, and you give me the sea urchin. I don't want him at all. Take the website. What? I take the website. I have the website right here. Hold on a minute. I get the receipt for you. Hold on. These people. 仆你個街老母啊！呢啲 people。
Moderator.
Alfred,
Oh, I'm sorry. You are right. This is not from Square Enix. This is from the Promised Land website. I'm sorry about that. I picked the wrong button. Oh, sorry about that. This is the Promised Land website, not the Square Enix official website. I'm sorry about that.
Yes, and as sorry as I am about the mix-up, maybe if you could address it offline, if you don't mind, perhaps.
Just hold on a minute. Can I get a refund on that one? No refund? Oh, okay. Then. That's okay. Well, I don't know. Look, sorry. I chucked this one away. I don't know what to do now. I have this Z, sea urchin plushie. Don't know what to do with it now. Gloria, did you say you like Z? Maybe I send this one to you. You
I love Zach. I'll take Zach with your hands.
That's an idea.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, hold on a minute. I forgot to check how much is the shipping to where you are from. Hold on a sec. Let me check on DHL. See how much it costs. Where you say you live again?
Sydney.
Australia, right?
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Oh my God, ridiculous. They say the shipping to Sydney is 50,000 Hong Kong dollar. Sorry, Gloria. I feel so bad. I don't have job. I can't afford the $15,000 shipping cost to Australia. Sorry. Look what I'll have to just burn the Zecto to my ancestors. Sorry about that.
Are you gonna burn the dolls?
Yeah, I'll burn the doll. I can't sleep at night. See the sea urchin looking at me like that. I can't do it.
Maybe put it in like a donation box or something. Someone will.
Who are going to donate it to? Yeah, all the Clerith people don't want to see that guy. Maybe Gloria. Maybe next time, Gloria. Maybe if you come down to Hong Kong next time, we meet up. We have a coffee, and then I give you the doll for free. How that? You'll be very nice to me. You're Cloti, but you're very nice to me. So I'll give this present to
Alfred,
you. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
This is
yeah, just make sure I don't buy things for you. It's so beautiful.
Moderator, what the fuck is this?
Okay, well, it looks like in a certain way that's been resolved, which I'm happy to hear.
Can we
say one good thing?
What is this? Was this turned into a day in the life of Alfred?
Again, I think we are getting a little off track, so we will bring it back on track. But I did want to just make a little comment that we have strayed a little bit a few times.
Yes, a little bit. We've had his toilet break.
But I think lesson learned, right, Alfred? We will be muting ourselves in the future when we need to step away, right?
Oh, sorry, I know more. It's my mistake. I just use a Nokia 2350.
Oh, sorry, Alfred.
I don't really know where the blue button is.
When you spent all that money and waited 3 months for the sea urchin.
Oh, thank you, Gloria. And I will send this sea urchin doll to you. Right? It's a $15,000 Hong Kong dollar. The doll only cost me 200 Hong Kong dollar. So I can't do it. I don't have a job. I'm still looking for a job right now. And after buy this doll, I don't think I can even pay the landlord rent for this month. I might be in some trouble.
All right, yeah.
That's my problem, not your problem.
Well, I hope eBay, and and that way the person who buys it pays the shipping. you can get your money back.
Or do you want to maybe share in the shipping? $50,000 Hong
No,
Kong
someone who
is
buys
roughly
it.
about.
Well, you on
Oh, I
eBay,
see what you
go
mean.
to
Oh,
eBay and
sorry.
sell it, and the person who buys it pays the shipping. So you could get your money back.
Oh, that's a good idea. That is a very good idea, Gloria. eBay
yeah.
sell. Oh, you very smart girl. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
I will
can
go
we
on
move
eBay
on?
right now, and I
No,
will
no,
try
wait,
sell.
Alfred, Alfred,
Not
Alfred,
now.
Okay.
please, not just now, if you don't mind, not during the podcast. If you could
Oh,
please,
yeah. Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
please,
Yeah.
we have a limited amount of time, and we still have things to
I
cover.
don't even know
So
what
I
we're talking
appreciate.
about.
Yeah, we did get a little off track. But I do want to comment that I think one good thing that has come from this podcast is, in our own way, we are bringing Clerith and Cloti together. We're finding some common ground somewhere in there, and I I hope we can agree that there's something good, right, in us coming together
Well, I don't
and
want
discussing
Alfred to
this. Would you
lose
agree?
his money. He should sell it,
No.
get his money
It's
back.
so sad. It's so sad. So sad. I don't think I can even have my Hainan chicken rice dinner tonight. I might have to just stop tonight. Don't know
Okay.
what I
Can
want to
we
do.
get back
I'm
on
sorry to
track?
hear that, Alfred.
I didn't
I
understand
hope
what he
it'll be
said.
okay for you. I hope. Now, if you don't mind, I don't want to seem insensitive, but I would like us to bring it back
Yeah,
to
please.
the topic at hand, if we're okay with that. Okay.
Please, thank
Sure,
you.
no worry. Yeah, no worry.
Yes.
It's just maybe I
So,
have to cut it short now. I have to go down to the disability office and get some more money for myself.
well,
But
I don't
And
want to
you're
seem
like,
insensitive, but I would appreciate if maybe we could kind of focus on the podcast, and then perhaps afterward you could
yeah,
take care of those issues if it's not too insensitive to
yeah.
suggest that.
no, of course not. No, I commit my time to you, moderator, and to Gloria. I will continue to the very end.
I
Yes. Like
appreciate
like,
that.
like my
I
heart,
appreciate
for Clerith, I always will continue to the very end,
Okay.
no matter what. No matter if Alfred has to go begging on the street for money, it doesn't matter. I will still have Clerith in my heart.
Okay.
Well, I don't want you to do anything that leads to that sort of situation. But just
Maybe
short term.
maybe I could put the sea urchin to get more money. I don't know. Maybe just an idea.
Okay, moderator, let's move on before
So okay,
Alfred
so
attaches to another
moving back
topic.
on again, without being insensitive, we're moving back to the topic at
Yeah.
hand. A few more points about Advent children that I wanted to
Yeah.
touch on here. So what has come up for some people is this idea that Tifa and Cloud are. There's a little bit of noise. I'm sorry. There's a bit of noise in the
Oh, sorry,
background.
that must be me. Oh no, I was typing a complaint email to the live stream, the promised land,
Okay.
But
So
anyway,
Alfred,
don't mind me. Sorry, it's too loud. Is that too loud? Oh, I get nervous. I type
it
too
was
loud.
loud. And Alfred,
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry
I know
about that.
that I would ask if you could just focus a little bit, and please,
Yeah, I know.
it's
I have
not
to
my
focus.
place to tell you how to do
Just
things,
don't
but
type
Yeah.
if you could focus, I
in
would
the
appreciate
toilet. Oh,
My room, my situation. My room is so small. I don't think I can even throw the sea urchin away. He still look at me. It makes me nervous. So yeah.
put it in the bottom of
That always makes me nervous.
or something.
Sorry, I did not hear you say, Gloria. What did you say?
Oh, never mind. Just
Okay, so
Oh.
once again, if we could minimize background noise and try to kind of focus on the podcast, that would be very helpful. Okay,
Okay.
very
You
helpful.
have my clear promise there. No problem at
all. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. So what I was saying is, as far as Tifa and Cloud,
yeah. Sorry,
some
moderator.
people point out that yes,
Yeah.
Tifa and Cloud, excuse me. Some people point out that they seem to not be getting along very well in Advent Children, and that points to the fact that their relationship maybe isn't as strong as Cloti would suggest.
No.
What do we think about that?
Okay, I'll go first.
That is
Shut up, Alfred. You just
conclusive.
heard during
That
my
is
life in the last half hour. I'm gonna go first. Okay?
Oh, okay. So sorry about that, Gloria. No problem. Yeah, no problem at all.
No, it's stated why because as hang on a minute, he during Case of Tifa in the novella, he's okay. He's doing okay. He's pretty happy. He's getting sort of used to life after the events of Final Fantasy VII. And then Elmira asks to deliver flowers, and that just sort of sends him in this. It's sort of like a reminder. And then he spirals down into this depressed state. I think it must just be something that triggered everything that he was, I guess, holding back, all that guilt and shame. And after that, he gets geostigma. And then he's just feels like he's useless, no good. He doesn't want Tifa to see him die, or I'm not sure even if he thinks maybe he's contagious. He goes away to the church. But Nojima says Nomura, they state in the Advent Children Ultimanias and the prologue books, things like that, that he opened his heart to Tifa after, and he was living with her for 2 years, and then the more happy he is, the more he gets anxious that he's going to lose that too. And hang on, where does it say? There's a part where
I already have all my argument against this already. Sorry about that. You continue, but I just say I already know what to say in rebuttal for these key points.
Well, it's good to see that you're prepared, Alfred. I'm happy to hear that.
Oh yeah, yes, I'll prepare. Always prepare.
Okay, this was Nojima. Nojima said Cloud never had a candid personality to begin with, and although he started living with Tifa and started working, he obtained a peaceful living he's never experienced before. This conversely made him anxious, and in the midst of this, he contracts geostigma. And rather than be able to protect the people dear to him, he instead was forced to face his own death, and so he ran away. So it was nothing about he longed for Aerith, he was heartbroken, he wasn't happy domestically with Tifa. It was essentially he found happiness, and then, I mean, you can't bury the past. So it was going to come out at some point. And in the novella, On the Way to a Smile, Tifa, it's Elmira asking to deliver flowers that I think is like the precipice that, and he unravels after that. So, so Tifa sort of got caught up in it too. I think she was very hurt by it. I think that's why she sort of yelled at him or got unhappy, because it's not really. I think everyone says she nags him, but I think she's held in a lot as well, because he didn't say anything to her. He was just up and gone. No goodbye. Up and gone. She doesn't know he's sick. She finds that out by accident when she goes there with Marlene to the church and sees like his bandages, but he doesn't answer the phone when she rings. It's disrespectful. That's why I'm not a big fan of Cloud and Advent Children. So number one, it wasn't about Cloud just being hopelessly heartbroken and in love with Aerith. It was about the events of Final Fantasy VII coming back, and how that worked into his life of no conflict, no war, no battles, just everyday life, him doing deliveries. And I think it's like any soldier that comes back from war, it's an adjustment that very hard. And Cloud did some things that he had to shoulder, like Zack. He couldn't help Zack. He almost killed Aerith. He watched Aerith die. He didn't stop Sephiroth. He couldn't stop. I'm sorry, tongue-tied. He couldn't stop Sephiroth, and so he was supposed to protect Aerith. He promised to be her bodyguard, and he just shouldered all this. And Cloud's a sort of guy, as the dev said, that he's not very candid. Like, he's not going to sit there and yabber on and tell everyone about what's going on. He's the sort of guy that keeps everything to himself. So the fact that he left it wasn't because Tifa was nagging him or he wasn't in love with her. It was because he was sick and dying himself, and he didn't want to burden her and the kids. I think he went about it the wrong way, but that's just the fact of the matter. That's what happened. That's the story.
Okay.
As it happened.
Alfred. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Alfred?
I patiently listen to what Gloria has to say about.
I do appreciate that.
And no problem at all, moderator. But I to some extent, I do agree with what Gloria says from the beginning. That the beginning that Cloud started to live a simple life. With together in the same home with Tifa. No in any relationship, but just a normal friendship relationship with Tifa. And then he start to miss Eric, always missing the Eric, and then maybe Tifa give him some form of physical comfort, and if it's for free, oh sure, I will take that for free physical comfort.
We're attacking his character.
But he still, after taking all that physical comfort, or maybe whatever you may want to call it, he's still missing Eric. That's why he decides he need to travel to the live stream and to see her and to confess his feelings. And the part of the scene, the part of the scene where he was riding the motorbike, even then, even in the height of all the very high point of all the excitement and all the I lose the word that I want to say, how do you say, the danger, that's the one I said, the danger. He suddenly think about Eric, whoosh, and then the picture go white, and then Eric suddenly appear. That is his heart saying, oh, I can't take this anymore, I miss her too much. And then he comes like magic, like the fairy Gloria was saying before, exactly the right word to use in this situation. The fairy come to Cloud and say, look, baby, I'm here. Don't worry, everything will be fine, And then, they communicate their love together in that moment right there, in the flower bed.
I don't know what language I love you means. I want to be forgiven more than anything, but it's a language I've never heard of. It's literally opposite.
It's not about us. Gloria, like I said before, it's not. You have to understand Clerith. To understand Clerith, you have to sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes you have to disregard or don't even listen to what the actual people say. You just have to feel with your heart, feel with your mind. Feel the heart and feel the mind. Yeah.
Alfred,
that is how you understand Clerith.
If you're not listening to them, it's like you're living. You
listen. You have to listen with your heart, not with your ears sometimes, and not even with your eyes, because ears and heart, your ears and eyes sometimes can be like an illusion, illusion. Sometimes you what's a moderator? Can you help me out? What is that thing you see in the desert when you're starving and you're thirsty? What did I call that one again?
A mirage.
Yeah. Mirage. Oh, mirage. That's the one. It's like sometimes you use the eye, you see the wrong thing. Mirage.
I can't deal with this.
Well, I have to let Alfred express himself.
That's right. I see patiently.
What they're saying. It's essentially when you're going, oh, he said that, but no, he really means that. That's fan fiction.
That is not fan fiction. You just don't understand Clerith. Clerith is about listening with your heart, and with your mind, not with your eyes or your ears, because they can be like a moderator just say a mirage. Mirage, that's all it is. And sometimes the mirage, you see.
It's an illusion, which is what Eris basically said. What it was. An illusion. A mirage looks like it's there, but it's really not. It's not a river or a lake or whatever that it looks like. It's nothing. It's just a trick of the eye. So it's not there. So maybe use another word. This mirage is not working.
That is what I mean from the very start of this whole entire podcast. The Cloti people, they don't understand. They don't understand
a mirage is an illusion. So that's a good analogy for Cloud's persona when he wasn't himself when he was under Genova's control and Sephiroth's control. And yeah, that's a mirage is a good synonym to use.
I am not sure what you mean when you say Genova. I hear you say Genova a few times already. Is Genova another? Is Genova another one of the writer like Nojima and Genova? Is that what you say?
Genova is the calamity that fell from the sky. She was an alien. And she killed off most of the Cetra, and they eventually buried her in the core of the planet. Oh, and she was found again, and then by Shinra they started using her cells. They thought she was a Cetra, so they started injecting her cells in.
Oh, did you say Cetra related to Aerith? That means Genova good, yeah, because she's Cetra. That good. Aerith is from Cetra as well.
She's an alien. She's not Cetra. The Shinra scientists thought she was a Cetra, a long lost, gone Cetra. So they injected alien cells into the soldiers, and that's how. And also Cloud, because he was meant to be a Sephiroth clone, it didn't work. It was pretty, yeah. No, but that's how.
I totally understand the story now. I totally understand the story now. Genova is the good guy. He is Cetra. I understand now.
Not a Cetra. No.
So Alfred, I feel like I've said this a number of times. Can I? Let me put it this way. Can I get a commitment from you, Alfred? Can I get a commitment that between now and the next time that we speak, you will have indeed taken the time
doesn't matter, Genova is.
At the very least, the original game. Because again, and I have to say, Alfred, this is uncomfortable for me. I don't enjoy doing this. But as a Clerith, we're about integrity. I know you'll understand.
You're not doing.
So it's
Clerith.
I have to be honest. It's concerning to me that you're not familiar with Genova. Okay, so I need you to commit right now. As to Clerith, if we were in person, I would ask you to look me in the eyes and commit that you will, whatever you need to do, you play it, you watch it, you will make your way through the entirety of the original game, and you will come prepared to discuss it completely. Can I get that commitment from you right here, right now?
About the looking in the eye after the coffee incident, I'm a bit scared to look at anyone in the eye now, but yeah.
What?
I'm not sure that was quite the conviction I was looking for, but
I don't know, moderator. Maybe you were the one who maybe supposed to do the interview, and I am the moderator sometimes.
Alfred, have you played Remake? Because they talk about the Cetra in Remake. Genova is definitely
what? Sorry, what are you talking about? Remake?
You fight actually Genova in Remake.
Where? I don't remember Genova in Remake. Who is Genova in Remake?
Well, it's Sephiroth when it's chapter 16 or 17.
Chapter 16? Yeah,
it's chapter 17.
I remember now. Is Genova in the orphan house, the orphanage? Is it in there? He's in there, right?
He's in the Shinra HQ, and Sephiroth appears and takes her out, takes the body.
Alfred, are we familiar with Shinra? Shinra?
Of course I know Shinra. I know who they are. I know. My track record has not been good, but I do know who Shinra is. Don't worry about that. I know. Don't worry, moderator.
I hate that
Electric Power Company,
Alfred, but I am going to ask you. If you could just explain to us briefly what your understanding is of Shinra. Who is Shinra? What is Shinra?
Oh, I think I might have to go to the toilet again. Hold on. I mean, I get too nervous. Don't worry. I will mute the phone this time. Don't worry.
Please mute the phone.
I'll come back later. Hold on a minute.
Not later.
I think this is avoidance of the question, moderator.
It's no, Gloria. You have to understand, you put me on the spot right now. I was not prepared for that. I did not prepare
Well,
my
then,
note on the single piece.
okay, you
So
should know.
I get a bit
You should
nervous,
start
and when I get
with
nervous, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry about that. Hold on a minute. So I will put on mute. Don't worry. You don't have to hear me
Okay.
touch again. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to, I don't want to speak negatively of what I see as a peer, but
I
I,
think he's read
I will
too
say
much
I'm slightly
fan fiction.
disappointed in his lack of preparation. I'm
Yeah.
just going to put it that way.
Okay.
We've spoken about this offline, and we knew it was important that he be prepared, and it's just, if I'm being honest, it's frustrating because
Yes.
he
Okay.
assured me
Well,
that he was prepared.
I mean, he's talked more about the Clerith Tumblr than he has of Nojima,
And again,
and he didn't know who
resources
Nojima
are
was in the
resources. I
beginning.
have
Oh,
no
yeah.
issues with that. As a cleric, you need to come prepared. That
Okay, no, he's not doing your side. Uh,
I his heart
Hello,
is in the right
hello.
place, but
I'm back. I'm back now.
okay.
Did I move properly? Did you hear anything at all?
I don't
no,
believe that I did.
thank you.
Thank God. Oh, thank God. Yes, that's good. That is
So
good.
I
That is
appreciate it. I
very
appreciate it,
good.
Alfred.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
I appreciate it. So Alfred, Shinra, Shinra. What is your understanding of Shinra?
Shinra, I don't worry. I know the answer to this one. Don't worry, moderator. We're in good hand. Don't worry. Shinra, Shinra is the one who planned the bombing operation. Isn't that correct?
No, that's Avalanche.
Oh,
Okay, Alfred.
Shinra is
I
the
think I'm going to
electric
do us
power
both a
company
favor,
that sucks the Mako out of
and
the live stream for their energy, and they make these super soldiers to protect their.
oh, of course. Oh, yeah. That's what I meant to say. Sorry, I got confused. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Shinra is to make the electricity. That's exactly. They make the. Oh, I
And
understand now. Yeah,
Midgar
yeah,
is
no
run by
worry. Yeah,
Shinra
that's the one.
with the 8 plates and the
Sorry, moderator.
reactors. Yeah.
I got a little bit confused. I got a little bit confusing. But yeah, that
and
Shinra is the one that make all the electricity. Yeah, I understand now. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
mm,
Yeah.
They
and
use
not that I'm
the
suggesting
live
it's
stream that
yes.
to power Midgar and the rest of the. Well, they want to use it for the entire world, and then you have people like Barrett who think it's destroying the planet and want to stop them, and then Tifa joins and the rest.
And
Yeah.
not that
Oh, that.
I would
Well,
not
that
that I would
was yeah.
suggest that you should do this, but you know, I'm just gonna say that perhaps if while you were taking the bathroom break, if you could have, you could check, did a quick Wikipedia check,
Yeah.
phoned up. But anyway,
I actually did. That's why I asked you. Did you put the mute on so they can't hear me typing on the keyboard? Oh, sorry. Well, I should not have said that, didn't I? Oh, sorry. Cut that out later. I cut that out. No worry.
Yeah.
No worry.
Avalanche is another
yeah, we could
like a long
we could
subject. Yeah.
okay. So
I was searching for the answer of Shinra on the Tumblr website, but I just could not find it in time. So, and I don't
yeah,
want to say don't want to stay out there too long with the Gloria and the moderator think, oh, Alfred escaped to try to answer the question. He a chicken boy, go out and and don't want to come back again. I don't want you to think that. I don't want you to think that the boys and girls don't want you to all think that I did play the game. I did play remake. So yeah, I know everything about Shinra and Genova and and say I don't even know how to say name anymore, and the third of cerebellum. Yeah.
okay. Well, we're gonna move. Oh, I just have a couple of more notes about
What happened?
Advent Children. I wanted to
Oh,
mention that this is a scene.
moderator.
Yes.
We have the technical issue yesterday because we go over time. Do you want to
Oh,
take the time to make sure?
oh,
Okay.
thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, Alfred. So yes, actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a
Because
little break.
I don't think I can drink any more water anymore. I drink too much water already.
Okay. Yes. So we will take a break. Thank you for that reminder, Alfred. I appreciate it. we will take a little break and we
Okay.
will start back up. Thank you. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and do that.